Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. I'm the Mysterious JG. For whatever reason, I ended up at the end of a little mini grind session where I watched most of a riff tracks. I guess I watched the whole riff tracks. But I went ahead and off-screen finished the next few boss fights. I don't know why, I just like, I'll see what... I jumped ahead a bit with you guys. And then what ended up happening is I skipped through fast just to see how the switch between discs would go, and I got the rare item drop from one of the bosses, but I didn't gather all the magic we needed. So I have a save slot now, which we might jump to, where I just forgo some of the magic we could have drawn in order to get the rare item drop. I don't know. I have to figure that out. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get the rare item drop when I go through on screen. But we now have 4 dark matters, which probably should be enough. Dark matters are going to be able, once we've got some more GF abilities, which we don't currently have, we can use dark matter to get 100 quantity Ultima, which we might not need them for that, but we can also get luck junction scrolls, which allow you to, we can eventually set it up so that every character has the ability to junction something to luck. Right now I think only one character is going to have that. It's currently Renoa. But we can give other GFs the luck junction ability. I think you can turn it into just a permanent luck increase by 1 thing, but I'm not going to grind for maximum luck on any of the characters, I don't think. Yeah, basically it's just a cheap source of the Ultima spell, which is good. And, yeah, we're ready to advance the story now. I'm not convinced you have to fight this guy, actually, because when you do beat him, you don't get the 3rd key. But we want to fight him, so let's fight him. Oh, and by the way, in my off-screening, it was just really inconvenient to have Squall so low in health, so even though I spent the last video or so with him in, less than 1/4 health so that he could always be using his techniques of Zenratsuken, we're not actually going to bother with that now. I need to give her, what are we using? Get her strength back up. Oh, and I did notice, this particular enemy, one of these bosses we're going to fight can cast Berserk. So we don't want that, because it actually... Not that I was going to. For whatever reason, I decided to go through this whole bit off screen, but I wasn't going to bother grabbing all of the magic, but I couldn't because his boss berserked Squall, which meant he killed it before I could drain all the magic we wanted. So it berserked Squall, which didn't really end up being to its advantage. Anyways... I also realized I should have beat this thing and then grinded, because we're going to get a GF out of this fight, and I could have leveled it up a little bit. But no matter. Never knew about this one. Let's just take it. Pretty confident. Let's see how you do. I'm Cerberus, by the way. This is how I talk, apparently. So it's got triple, which almost everybody had a full stock of triple, but I messed up, and Renoa didn't. So it's cast triple on itself. And the guide I was reading told me that this guy's pretty dangerous. But, like I said, he berserked Squall, and I accidentally defeated him in like 2 turns without meaning to. Because, everybody's level 100 and kind of devastatingly powerful. But he just used triple to cast a spell 3 times in a row. So if he starts attacking on the next turn, he could do damage. But he hasn't bothered with that kind of thing yet. But yeah, his whole gimmick is he has triple, so he just he gets to act 3 times per turn as long as it's magic. If he keeps casting triple on Irvine till it works, Wow. I would assume if it worked on Irvine, he would move on to a new target, but that was not smart. Oh, I suppose somebody has to actually scan him. He's got access to better magic than this Quake and stuff. And if we were really trying to be strategic, I could use Dispel to get rid of his triple, but he's not doing a lot of damage right now with a level 100 junctioned up party that he's fighting. Cerberus, a three-headed demon dog of hell. In triple, each of the three heads uses different magic. The tail is also powerful. He absorbs lightning, 10,000 hit points, and you can see his anal glands need to be expressed. But I didn't remember this being a dangerous fight, and it's really not feeling like one right now. Oh, good. He's starting with Irvine again. This thing where he's trying to cast stuff on Irvine's great, because Irvine has... He doesn't have pain slotted to an attack slot, which means he gets to be immune to a lot of stuff. Because I've got it slotted into defense stuff instead. I don't think I realized how short I was of triples. Ow. And I feel like it was Squall who didn't get enough triples when we were fighting Odin, but somehow Renoa is the one who has to make up for his deficiencies. Alright, let's try to mug, and then this is what I had to do off screen against those tri-faces, is mug and then have Irvine set up to use, like, recovery magic. Although I don't know that it mugs anything that we really, really, really need to make sure we steal. Let's see. What is it actually? What do we get for mugging this guy? Oh, our mug is actually a lot better than our item drop. So yeah, we do want to try to mug this guy. So I'm going to have to mug and then heal until we succeed in a mug. Which will artificially extend this fight. Sorry, guys. Just trying to get the most out of our, Show me what you got. Well, we kind of showed you. We have the ability to do almost 999 damage a hit, and then we heal you up because we're trying to manipulate you and steal the best items. I think the AI assumes that you're going to draw triple from it and cast it on yourself, which I haven't even bothered to do because it's not that threatening, and I'm not using magic much. So yeah, the only reason this battle is still going right now is because I want to use, I want to mug him. Okay, now I can kill him. We got a speed junction scroll, which means I can have another GF with a speed junction slot. You may or may not have noticed Irvine is getting his turns. His like little left to right turn meter fills up way faster than Squall or Renoa's right now. So if you were taking a lot of damage from each of these attacks, it would be a pretty big deal. Because he gets so many per turn. But like with fully junctioned up magic defense, we're just not taking damage from this guy. Not bad, mortals. He basically sat there tanking like pitiful damage for a while, and eventually I just kind of gave up. So we got the Cerberus card. And now we actually have Cerberus as a Guardian Force. So Cerberus has Speed Junction. That's kind of his big gimmick that not everybody else has, or that very few others have. He also has hit percent. So who doesn't already have that? She does not. But she has hit percent. He has neither. He doesn't really need hit percent, but that's just his deal. He's got speed, but not hit percent. Interesting. She doesn't have spirit, though. Let's give her Cerberus. Let's give Renoa access to a 3-headed demon dog. Now, it won't actually instantly work because he hasn't learned those things yet, but... Matter of fact, she doesn't actually get anything out of him being equipped at this moment. But at least he's actually set to somebody he can start learning skills. And the first one we want him to learn is going to be speed, followed by spirit, followed by magic, followed by alert. So there's no reason not to save that, because my other slot is us having beaten that fight without having gotten the best, without having mugged and gotten all the triple. So we can fight our way past powerful monsters, but there's no way we can pull a warrior-style hop over the turnstile. We are trapped into school. Switch back to no encounters so that I don't encounter the billions upon billions of enemies, well, Tri-Faces and Death Claws down here that I'd been fighting off screen. Maybe this door doesn't open unless you beat Cerberus. Could be. Because, yeah, this is where you get... Here's the last key. It'll open the lock on the elevator. The sorcerer's room is on the top floor. Good luck, guys. Oh, but I forgot. She's been trapped in here, afraid for her life. You want to play cards? I'm not going to look at you, though. She deserves a game of cards to help her relax in her situation of being almost murdered. You man. Do 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 do. I'm your man. Do 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 do. Not particularly powerful cards here. This is, like I said, this is just me being a good sport and helping her relax during her moment of terror when she didn't even look at us. So we just unlocked door 3. Let's just keep going around the loop. Nope. Oh wait, I think I know what I need to... Okay, I get confused by the layout of the place, but... At least if I go this way, I kind of know where I am. So we're going to run past there, because here I can save, because I'm back to where I knew... Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. We got this. We got this. Oh, boy, howdy. So I've actually got a specific setup now that was for grinding off screen, but I don't really feel like changing it because I don't expect to be terribly threatened by the bosses right now. It's weird. This whole powering up to level 100 thing is gonna make certain regular enemies far more threatening than they are at low levels, but by and large, it just makes the boss fights pretty wimpy. And again, the whole point of this is that I've never beaten Omega Weapon in this game, so I'd like to actually do that. But the item that I was talking about, let's look at Renoa's backside for a minute. The item I was talking about, let's look at Irvine's backside, is that I got as a rare item drop from the next boss that we might not be able to replicate, is something that makes the whole party invincible for several turns and is a key to the cheese strat victory over Omega, but I'd like to not get the cheese strat victory. And here I am, about to save again. Fake Latin. I would imagine this is fake Latin. This may be real Latin, but Oh, you guys shouldn't have. I was gonna come visit you at my old home. My Lebensraum. Shut up. Did you guys come to fight Matron after all that she's done for us? Because I spontaneously remember too now. Well, Noah, what are you doing here? You're going to fight me too? Come on, remember, a while ago we... ... You know, I got you a little drunk on white wine and you let me have the back door. Stop it! Hey, you're a garden student, get over here. I'm happy right here, thank you. It's too late, Seifer. You can't mess with our minds. To us, you're just another enemy, like one of those monsters. You're comparing me to one of them, the monsters that I have to use to fight, because the soldiers of the students of Galbadia Garden would never go along with us? Is Hidea, like, passed out back there? I ain't no monster. I'm the sorceress's knight. I mean, I'm telling you, guy, blonde guy in a full-length leather... Well, I don't know if it's leather. It looks like it's leather. Gray trench coat. And look at you attacking like a swarm. You guys are the monsters. I call you monsters. No, I call you monsters. So what I want to do real quick, because he did have... I don't know of a better way to do it, unfortunately, other than hard reset. Yeah, he had stuff to say to Squall and Irvine. I wonder if he would have different things to say to Selfie and Kitus or whatever. So we can check that real quick. And I'm forgetting somebody. Oh, Zell. So we'll check that real quick. And unfortunately, if I'd remembered, oh yeah, he was going to have plot character specific dialogue, I would have done Irvine and Renoa last, because that's who we'll actually use. Because I don't want to go to the trouble of setting up different junctions. I was actually kind of curious if you could not avoid using Renoa. You'll find out why in a moment. When we actually do the battle, it'll treat it as though Renoa was there the whole time. Oh, you guys shouldn't have. I was going to come visit you at my old home. Shut up. You guys called the fake matron? What the hell, man? You know all the time we spent talking about matron and how much she meant to us. Recently, like within the last few months. I'm not sure. You guys must have very recently forgotten her, because I remember those the whole time. Hey, chicken wuss, lots happened between us, eh? Yeah, I'm dying to get even. Instructor Trap, I'm still one of your dearest students, aren't I? Not anymore. I mean, not anymore. And you never really were, anyway. It's too late, Seifer. I kind of have taken over the dialogue. This is not, I'm not expecting, and obviously we're not receiving lots of really intense character-specific dialogue, but we might as well check it out. Actually, the most impressive one to me is that well, I don't know what he'll say to Selfie. He barely met her. So that'll probably be pretty lame, whatever he says. But yeah, it's just Selfie we haven't seen. So maybe maybe what I'll do is, sorry, Irvine. What we'll do is we'll actually switch you out. And we'll also switch the junction so I can just not have to reset again. And we'll actually use, okay, so, but I was impressed that they actually thought to do something with the fact that, yeah, Irvine's a Galbadia student. Possibly he could be on the side of Seifer. But that doesn't make sense now that I think about it again, because none of the Galbadia students sided with Seifer. Only 3 of them are still here, and they're just randomly handing around giving us keys. Oh, you guys shouldn't have, blah, blah, blah. Shut up. You guys got to fight Matron? For all she's done for all of us except for Renoa? Renoa, what are you doing here? You're going to fight me too? Come on, remember, a year ago. You remember? You used to call me Shrinky Dink. Stop it. Selfie, right? I wish we had time to get to know each other. Yeah. Nah, you're not my type. I prefer people who aren't, evil pseudo-Nazis. She prefers real Nazis. It's weird. Can't mess with our minds, dude. Monsieur, don't call me a monster. It's possible with voice acting, Seifer would come across as more of an ultimate rival to Squall, but he really drops off after Disc 1 and starts feeling like he's a big deal. Also, the way the boss fights are structured, it makes it very hard to take Seifer seriously as a big threat. Oh, now I can't remember. Am I supposed to mug him or let an item drop? Doesn't matter. And then, yeah, it doesn't really matter. I got the better item that you could get last time, but you get the same thing for mugging him as you do for just letting it drop. Show me what you got. I'll show you who's a better man. I guess we can cast haste on ourselves just for the hell of it, but there's not a whole lot of point. One thing I'm just spontaneously realizing I'm not showing off in this LP is very many of the summons. I need to just do a whole video full of that at this point, because I've got almost all the Guardian Forces and almost never use them on screen. Alright, buddy, I'm going to turn you into a card. Okay. Because of her goofy setup, there's not that much Selfie can actually do. I guess she should heal herself before we fight Idea. Seifer attacks with Idea to destroy Seed. His sword skills have been refined, and he has gained more skills. Not really. He's freaking terrible here. But again, it doesn't really matter if you mug him. It makes a big difference if you mug or just let Cerberus drop an item. But with Seifer, it doesn't matter at all. Oh, and I guess I gave away the fact that we will be fighting Idea after this. Couldn't steal. Is that all you got? You gonna let your girlfriend kick my ass? I can't be beaten. Ow, I'm beaten! This can't be, why? Yeah, that's it. That really is it. So with Idea, we would be... we're better off actually mugging her. Although it's not a huge deal. Worthless child. But I'm your knight and shit, come on. The squirrel is right below. There's no way you guys can beat her. Yeah, well, you want to play cards? No. Seifer will not play cards with us right now. Okay, so no point not saving. There's nothing particularly to be gained out of doing that battle over. I didn't pay attention to what his item drop was, and if we got his rare drop or his non-rare drop, but it's just a... Never mind, he has the same drop no matter what. Yeah, in the next battle, whether you mug or just defeat Seifer, there is a 89.5% chance he'll drop an item called Hero, which makes one character invincible in battle, and a 10.5% chance he will drop Holy War, which makes your whole party invincible. And when for no particular reason, I just decided that, what the hell, might as well off-screen it. He dropped the one that only has a 10% chance of dropping. So now I'm like, I am a little torn. I might go with my off-screen save where we get the super fancy item and just find some way to get that triple that we sucked out of Cerberus another way. With Idea, you get a better item by mugging her than you do from an item drop, but I don't think it's a huge deal. So what we'll do is we'll head on downstairs to the auditorium. Oh, I guess I accidentally gave it away. We're fighting, yeah. with the discussion of item drops. At this point, they really build it up like your Seifer is done. But it may not, in fact, be. So we'll come here to where we would actually fight. Oh, damn it. Yeah, because I don't have no encounters set up. Oh, and I lost a seed rank by wandering around grinding against enemies here. Game does not like you not progressing the plot. That was the wrong way. Crap. How do I actually get there again? I gotta go up a level. Yeah, here it is. It's convoluted. Huh? Ooh, it's a spooky version. It's the extra spooky Extreme Legends remix. Thank you, ad, for popping up on my timer video. That's helpful. So the time has come. You're the legendary seed destined to face me. What is he talking about? Come on, you know that the seed were set up to fight the sorceress. None of us knows what that really means, but we've heard it before. I must say that I'm impressed. An impressive nuisance. Your life ends here, seed. Worthless fool. You're not our matron. Our matron would never be that straightforward as to call Seifer a worthless fool to his face. I mean, she thought he was a worthless fool, but she wouldn't have said it like that. All seeds must perish. Thus, the final showdown of Disc 2 begins. I'm the sorceress's knight. You'll never get past me. Seems unlikely, Seifer. As a matter of fact, I believe we've pretty much already gotten past you. But annoyingly, it's this battle with Seifer where there's the 10% chance of getting the super sweet item drop, which I would love to get again. Yeah, so I can't save. I can't just, like, if I was to just, I'm going to keep refighting this over and over until I get the right item, I would kind of have to do it. It's like it would be a little easier if it was that previous battle, right? Because now you have to get past him and Idea, both before you find out what he drops. But we'll find out what he's going to drop next time on the Mysterious JG. And thank you guys very much for watching. When we come back next time, we will conclude Disc 2. And they have, not that they did this last time. I mean, we got to this big showdown with the Sorceress Idea, and it seemed like it was going to be life or death, and then it seemed like it was death for Squall. But the story continued. Now, once again, it seems like we've built up to an ultimate life or death showdown with Idea. If we take her out at this point, haven't we won the game? There's 2 discs left to go. Where is the story going to go from here? We'll find out.